How to fit a basin and taps. Here we'll show you how to install a ceramic basin with a full pedestal. Bear in mind that different wall types and basin designs may have other fitting requirements or need additional preparation, so be sure to check the manufacturer's instructions. If you're replacing an existing basin, as we are, then installing it will be reasonably straightforward. However, if the position of the basin is being moved and plumbing needs to be rerouted, then it's best to call in a qualified plumber. You'll find a full list of tools and materials you'll need at the end of this video. Thorough preparation is key to achieving a professional finish, so see our online guide or leaflet for advice on planning and preparation and aftercare. Before starting, carefully inspect your new basin and check that you've got all the necessary parts and fittings. Then, locate the stopcock and turn it clockwise to turn off the water supply. If you're removing an existing basin, turn on the taps to release the pressure in the pipes and to drain the hot water cylinder. Then, loosen the nuts before removing the waste pipes and disconnecting the water pipes from the valves. If the existing basin isn't coming away from the wall, then you may need to cut the sealant. Be careful when removing the basin, as there will still be some water left in the basin trap. To fit the new basin, start by putting the pedestal into position in front of the water supply and waste pipes. Then place the basin on top, making sure that it's sitting flush to the wall. Use a spirit level to check that the basin and pedestal are level. Lightly mark the position of the basin and pedestal onto the wall and floor, then mark the position of their fixing holes. If your basin has two sets of fixing holes, the larger set will be for masonry walls and the smaller set for stud or plasterboard. Carefully move the basin and pedestal out of the way. Then, use a pipe and cable detector to check that the areas around all the fixing holes are free of hidden pipes and cables. If you're fixing to a stud wall, use a detector to locate the position of the studs. Here we're able to fix directly into timber studs, but if your studs aren't lined up with the position of the fixings, you may need to install a support board. Once the position of the basin and pedestal are clearly marked, carefully lay the basin on the floor and fit the tap. As tap fittings can vary, be sure to carefully follow the manufacturer's instructions. Then fit the basin waste. It's best to apply some silicone sealant to the washer to ensure a watertight seal. Secure the washer by tightening the nut with an adjustable wrench or self-grip pliers. Wipe off any excess silicone as you go. To drill holes at the fixing points, use a drill bit that's appropriate for your wall type. For masonry walls, you'll need to drill pilot holes first, or if your walls are tiled, apply masking tape to the tile before drilling. Then, insert a suitable fixing into the wall. If your walls are tiled, then it's best to use a wall plug, but if the wall is plasterboard, then use a plasterboard fixing. For masonry walls, you'll need a wall plug and fixing bolt. If you're fixing the pedestal to a concrete floor, drill two 8mm holes approximately 40mm deep. Then insert a wall plug into each hole until it sits flush with the floor. If you're installing on a wooden floor, drill two 4mm pilot holes approximately 30mm deep. Then fit the waste trap to the waste system, ensuring washers are in the correct position and are not over-tightened. Move the pedestal back into position and place the basin on top, making sure it's level and flush to the wall. If you're fixing onto a masonry wall, ensure the fixing bolts are through the holes in the back of the basin. For masonry walls, tighten the washers and nuts onto the fixing bolts. For stud or plasterboard walls, insert and secure a screw on either side. Take care not to over-tighten. Secure your pedestal to the floor by fixing two 50mm screws into your pre-drilled holes, again taking care not to over-tighten. Then connect the flexible tap connectors from the tap to the water supply. Place the outlet pipe into the waste trap, then hand tighten the nut to secure it. Apply sealant to the join between the basin and the wall, and the join between the pedestal and the floor. Finally, Leave the sealant to dry before turning on the water supply and checking for any leaks. Here is the list of tools you'll need to install your basin and taps. And here are the materials you'll use. And this is the recommended safety equipment needed.